Hey guys, so I did not think that I needed to say this, like at all, but apparently I do. So here we are. Um, Before we get into today's episode, I really need for everybody to understand that this is not a debate here. Talking about reparations, this isn't a debate. My target audience is already on board with that shit. Okay. I said in part one that they're not going to give us shit, that we're going to have to take it. But when I have people commenting under the video debating whether or not reparations should even be a thing, if you're the type of person that equates welfare to reparations for Black people, get the fuck off of my channel. If you're equating busing to reparations, get the fuck off of my channel. You're not my target audience. Now I know you're not supposed to do that on YouTube, right? You're supposed to get as many followers as possible. I don't give a damn. And I'm so sorry if I ever struck you as the type of person that would give a damn, but I'm not. I promise you I'm not. So my apologies if I ever gave you that impression, okay? But I'm saying this right here, right now. I don't give a damn. I don't know. I said in one of my recent videos, humble brag, talking about 31 subscribers. I now have 41 subscribers. After this, I'm probably going to have 2 subscribers. I don't know, but I would much rather have those 2 subscribers who are already on the same fucking page that I'm on, okay? That doesn't have to debate whether or not, if you're debating whether or not reparations for ADOS should be a thing, if you're even, I don't know, maybe it should. If you're on the fence about it, get your teeter-tottering ass up off the fucking fence. Like, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. I'm not trying to get monetized. Like, this is being funded through my own pockets, okay? So if we're not on the same page, hey, cool. It just takes an unsubscribe and y'all can go find somebody else, okay? Just unsubscribe and go and find somebody the fuck else. Because I'm not the 1, the 2, or the 3. I'ma still, with 1 subscriber, I'ma still be talking. Okay, I promise you, I'ma still be talking. So please unsubscribe. I don't care. Thumbs down the video. I don't care. Let's start the show. In Reparations Part 1, we explored the history of reparations for Black Americans and why they are necessary to rectify the injustices of slavery and segregation. However, it is clear that the U.S. government will never voluntarily provide reparations for these injustices. Therefore, it is up to us, the people, to take action and demand the reparations that are rightfully owed. One of the dangers of engaging in direct action is the risk of targeting a single leader or figurehead as the face of the movement. This can make that person a target for attacks from the government or other opponents of the movement. In addition, putting all of our faith in a single leader or figurehead can be risky because it can make the movement vulnerable to internal power struggles and division. Instead, we must work together as a community to achieve our goals. This means embracing a decentralized approach to leadership and decision making. While there may be influential voices and leaders within the movement, the ultimate power should reside with the collective will of the people. This not only protects against individual attacks, but it also ensures that the movement is truly representative of the community as a whole. Of course, not everyone will agree with the need for reparations. Some may argue that the injustices of the past are no longer relevant to the present, or that the debt has already been paid through other means. However, we must remember that the legacy of slavery and segregation is still felt today through present day segregation practices such as redlining and the exclusion of African American studies in many Southern states. Redlining, which involves the denial of financial services to certain neighborhoods based on their race or ethnic composition, has had a devastating impact on Black communities. This practice began in the 1930s with the creation of maps that labeled neighborhoods as hazardous or declining, often based on the race of their inhabitants. Banks and other lenders used these maps to deny loans or charge higher interest rates to people living in those communities, effectively creating financial barriers that limited the ability of Black families to purchase homes and build wealth. Even though redlining was officially outlawed with the passage of the Fair Housing Act of 1968, its effects are still felt today. Many predominantly Black neighborhoods still suffer from disinvestment, meaning they lack the access to quality schools, grocery stores, and other resources that are essential for economic mobility. This lack of investment is often compounded by other forms of discrimination, like hiring discrimination, that make it difficult for Black families to achieve economic stability. In addition, the exclusion of African American studies from many Southern state curriculums perpetuates a limited understanding of history and reinforces negative stereotypes about Black people. Students who are not exposed to the contributions of Black Americans throughout history may be even less likely to see them as equal members of society, perpetuating systemic racism and discrimination. It is clear that the need for reparations is not a thing of the past, but a present day issue that must be addressed. And while not everyone may agree with the need for reparations, it is important that we continue to work towards justice for all Black Americans. This may mean leaving some people behind if they are not willing to engage in this struggle for justice, but it also means building strong communities that can work together to better achieve our goals. Now, I decided to leave the commentary on the back end. So I'm sure that you guys have seen the screenshots. Here's the thing. I'm not going to go back and forth with y'all in the comment section. I'm not going to do it. This is my channel. I'm saying what I'm saying. If you want to misinterpret that, that's on you. Yeah, I'm not going to apologize or reiterate any topic that I've already touched on, especially when the topic that you're commenting about is the topic of the whole fucking video. So if you're not going to watch it, then why am I going to take time out of my day to respond to your asinine comments? So I did create a playlist of sorts. These are prerequisites to watching these reparation series. Now, normally I would be talking about all kinds of random stuff in history, but this particular section, if you're going to comment, you have prerequisites. All right. I made a whole playlist for you. It's down in the description right now. Check that shit out. Okay. Okay. Before you watch any of this. And yeah, I know my nails are fucked. I know. I know. I know. What's got two thumbs and doesn't give a shit? This guy. What's just so funny to me is the fact that people are literally still out here denying reparations, denying that we're owed. If reparations weren't a big fucking deal, would every Democrat since Kennedy be running on the promise of reparations? I keep looking at what all is going on in the news. I know here in Tennessee, where I live, the abortion ban just got into effect. Like, you can't get no scoopty scoops at all. At all. So can't nobody have no scoopy scoops. Critical race theory is going out the window. With all of the policies that are changing, with everything that's changing right now, and with a lot of states giving pushback on it, and a lot of states that are wanting to do things that they haven't been able to, like decriminalizing marijuana. I know that there's a lot of places that have been wanting to do that. Now we're having all these talks of Civil War 2.0, and because of all these states wanting to have the right to do their own thing, and so now I'm really in the fuck really kind of concerned. Really kind of concerned. It's just kind of like when people think about Atlanta. Atlanta's blue, 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 but the state of Georgia is red as fuck, right? Okay. Nashville, blue, 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 blue. Tennessee, red as fuck. They don't want folk knowing about critical race theory. They don't want folks knowing about African history, African American history. They don't want a Black Little Mermaid. They don't want shit. Okay. I mean, they don't want us to do anything, but the second that anybody says anything about separating, then it's a problem. So I just want to know what the fuck y'all want us to do? What the fuck you want to do? So, but anytime that somebody talks about, separating, then it's a motherfucking problem. So I don't know what they want us to do, but I know what I want to do. And what I want to do is be able to elevate my community. Okay. With or without their help. All right. And in order to do that, again, groups, community organizing. I know it's hard as fuck these days because where did we used to go? Right? To organize and to connect and to fellowship. And we went to church. Black folks ain't going to church no more. Went to the barbershop. Folk cutting hair in their house now. They ain't got no barbershop no more. And when anytime that, we try to put on community events that are obviously geared toward Black kids, Black youth, everybody else got to come along. And then it turns out the Black folks is the last ones to know about it. Ain't that about a bitch? Again, Analog's your friend. I guess that's all I got to say. Part 3, we're going to be doing something different every episode. Everything, every bit of content ain't shit the same on this motherfucker. Ain't a motherfucking thing the same in this bitch. Well, I guess that's it for me. Ah. Oh, and I ain't got no bloopers today. Can you see that? That's in my video. Whoopsie doodle.